Hello, my name is Sekit, and we are playing FTB One. And since last episode, the pack's actually been updated twice. Long story short, almost everything works. Almost. I don't know what happened to the blackboard back there, but we don't have to do anything finicky to get the right kinds of ores anymore. I mean, copper's always copper now. But everything we process, we now get something we can actually use. And for the, like the tin that we had already, we were able to just craft it directly from the FTB. I wonder if we have any in here I can demonstrate. Let's see. Yeah, we have a little bit of the lead here. Oh, and it's all the blocks. That's funny. But we can just directly turn it into Mekanism ingots and then pump it back into the system. I took the importer in the under chest here off, and I set an under chest back up over here. There is now a whole nother room down here which needs to be, turned into not just an empty box. And don't ask me what's up with these long, these long tunnels. Like, this is the end of one that was going this way, and there was another one. Yeah, you can see, like, it was right here. I don't know what's up with that. But we got a whole nother set of storage drawers, so that anything we're pumping into the system should either go into a drawer, or if there's no room in a drawer, it'll get locked up in the chest. I also pumped this thing completely out. Everything that was in there is now either on a disk or it's in here, like, 197,000 cobblestone and similar. So we are gonna get rid of this thing. There's really no reason to keep it around anymore. It served us well, but we have other less bulky and less complex ways we can move things around between dimensions now that we have and store it all, most importantly, now that we have storage drawers and a few other things. And this has the added benefit of freeing up some room for machines. We'll probably not need the secondary energy pipeline, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. Our kind of pinch point right now is osmium. We got to do something about getting some osmium. We're getting a trickle from our gin ore miner. I'm not complaining about that. There's one infuser. I needed two. I'll flip that around. We already have one infusing factory. We'll turn these into infusing factories. This one's dedicated for redstone. We're going to need one dedicated for diamond, and eventually one dedicated for refined obsidian. So I want to just take care of that now. I'll just upgrade both of these to the infusing factory tier. The basic, there's quite a few past that. One thing I set up an enriching factory. And although we're dripping diamonds out of our storage system, we're gonna teach this thing how to make enriched diamond. Whoop, that is the wrong GUI. So here we go. Now, enriched diamond basically is 8 times as good in the infuser. Enriched diamond, well, I'll show you what I mean. We'll put the recipe in the machine first. So if we were to take just a diamond and, did I build the wrong thing? I think I wanted in... I might have built the wrong thing here. No, we got the right thing. I don't know, maybe normal diamonds don't go in it anymore. Maybe you have to enrich them. Yeah, that might be true. I think you could use it. I think it said you could use diamond dust, but that's fine. like a diamond dust. Maybe we can demonstrate with that. We'll craft one of those. Yeah, it's one dust to one diamond, so it makes sense that there would be an extra processing step here because the stuff you make with this is, significantly more powerful. Yeah, so one dust will give you 10 millibuckets. One of these enriched diamonds will give you 80. So, as much as possible, you want to be using enriched diamonds. What I want to work towards, and the reason we're setting all this up, is a digital miner. These are quite the machines, and we'll need atomic alloys to make them. We'll need refined obsidian or enriched obsidian to make that. We could make enriched obsidian if we had refined obsidian ingots, or let's see, metallurgic infuser, diamond and obsidian dust to get the okay. So let's start down that rabbit hole. Now we're going to want refined obsidian for other things. So let's start with the dust. Probably not the dust. we use the dust to okay, actually I think this is what we want. And the obsidian dust is pretty easy to get, and we have plenty of obsidian. Here we go. And then I guess the enriched obsidian, yeah, this is simpler than I remember it being. Not complaining about that. And again, we've yet to try to make the ingots. We ought to do that while we're at it. Let's see. Oh, I can't spell. Regiant obsidian. Here's the ingots. We will need an osmium compressor full of osmium. Okay, so that might be a bit out of reach yet, but we should be able to make a whole bunch of these to throw in the other infuser or whatever so that we can make our atomic alloy. Now, because nothing is easy, you need reinforced alloy first, right? This is why we have several of these machines going. This uses the infused alloy and diamond to make the reinforced alloy. And we'll just, here's our diamond friend, and here's what's going to be for the obsidian. So we're going to craft ourselves up one of these reinforced alloys first. Shouldn't be a moment. See if there's an advancement or anything like that. And we're going to need 2 of the atomic alloys. So what's going to happen here is, we're going to get iron ingots in here, turning into advanced infused alloy, which will go in here, which will turn into the atomic alloy after it processes through this factory. Now we're also going to need 2 of these teleportation cores, which are going to take 2 more atomic alloys apiece. So glad we have this set up. Now for one of the other components, the robot, we will need refined obsidian ingots. We do already have a recipe for that in the system, I guess. We're going to make recipes for some of this other stuff, because I know we're going to be using energy tablets and personal chests. Probably not something we'd use, but I would just as soon have the robot portion of this automated. So we'll go ahead and get that going. Robot's actually really cool. It's a little robot that can follow you around in a given area, charging pad. He charges up, he'll pick stuff up. He's cute. I think the last thing we gotta worry about are these logistical sorters, which, you can see what they do. It's like a you know, it's a pipe that does some logistics for you. Almost like a logistics pipe. Okay, I'm gonna make components. Okay, just in case there's any little advancements for any. Oh, there was one. Okay. Got our digital miner. Now we're gonna need to power this thing. And I'd like to, do we have the basic energy cube already? Doesn't look like it. We're gonna get a couple of tiers of these things programmed in. And you can see it's all, you know, familiar components. The elite energy cube sounds like it would be good for on the road. Creative is, you know, fortunately there's no recipe for that. We don't have to worry. But the ultimate energy cube would be a great buffer for the base. So, whoop, that's the fluid grid. We'll do it like this. Here we go. Alright, we're going to switch up to the ultimate right now. Oh, we're going to have to put all those back in, aren't we? That's okay. Let's get one of these in here. Let's set this output here, and it's going to go output down below. We just need to grab this thing. Whoop, didn't get it. Now we got it. And let's get that in there. Now I'll have power everywhere, and this thing will fill up to 102 million, which is pretty good. I made a... well, this is the basic. I think I made another one. No, we're going to have to make it. I wonder if it'll... well, we'll just make it. Now, in addition to the digital miner, we're going to want some speed upgrades in it. And we're going to want some energy upgrades in it. The speed upgrades will make it go faster at the cost of more energy. The energy upgrades will allow the block to hold more energy and be more efficient. We're going to want 8 each. I think we got everything. We're going to see if... what do we do? Oh, nope. We just right-click it. I wasn't sure if it was going to crash or, like, what was going to happen. Now, we're going to need to get out into some new chunks. So it looks like south is the way to go. Alright, we've probably gone far enough. And you know what? I forgot to grab the energy cell. So let's go ahead and snag that. I'm sure it's full already. Yeah. And we'll just head right back. Here we are. Now you power it from one of these two sides, right? You extract out the back. And we got just a plain white ender chest here. We're going to go ahead and set this to extract. Put an advanced upgrade in it. We're going to set the energy cube to output. Now this thing's full of power. We're going to go into this upgrades section, and you see we got all these different upgrades, including a stone generator, which I've never gotten to work right. Probably worry more about it if I was worried about not leaving a bunch of holes down here. I am not actually worried about leaving a bunch of holes. Now we want to go into the config and change the radius. We can go as high as 32, I believe. Like if we tried to go 64, it wouldn't do it. We want the minimum, though. I'm going to come out back here where all this mess used to be. And we're going to... oh, are these no longer claimed? I guess these are no longer claimed. I thought these were claimed. Well, not complaining about it. Nope, that's the wrong mess. Here's a mess we're looking for. This will free up quite a bit for us. Okay, that took like no time. We're gonna delete that. Now we're gonna look for... Well, maybe we could do it with a tag. I don't know how to do it without the item itself. You know what? We might have one osmium, hopefully, from our gin. Oh, we got a bunch. Okay. So I don't actually know that osmium's been added to the mining dimension. New chunks or no. So let's see. We're gonna do item stack osmium ore. Save it. Go back. I'll put our energy cell down, or cube, or what have you. Okay, yeah, so there is osmium. Very good. Now, another thing we can do is make some... Oh, we have osmium. We can make advanced tier, elite tier, and even ultimate tier. I don't think we have a recipe for these ultimate control circuits or for elite control circuits. So we're going to want all of that. There we go. We should make the control circuits in case... I bet that there are advancements for those. Let's see. Not for that one. We'll try an ultimate. Nah, nothing for the ultimate control circuit either. That's okay. Now you've got to upgrade these one at a time. You can't just go from basic to ultimate. We're going to make... Oh, we're... just hit the osmium wall. We'll start processing soon. Well, we can make 2 of them, though, and that'll speed up our processing. Now, as you might expect, this will improve everything about the machines. We'll get 2 more processing slots. That's the main big deal. And while we're at it, we ought to make speed and energy for these boys, too. Alright, 4 energy upgrades and 4 speed upgrades each. See how many we have by clicking on it. That's a significant improvement. We'll be getting our osmium over here in no time. And now we ought to be free to tier up to elite. And then finally to ultimate. While all that's cooking, I wanted to come out here and see what, if any, new seeds we could pick up. Vein miner should help us. Okay, so we got sage. We know all about Demon's Dream. Got some old roots. We know all about that. Looks like that's what's on the menu. I would like to go visit a swamp. Be lying if I said I remembered where one is. Fortunately, we have a nature's compass, I believe. Yeah. And we'll just look for a swamp. You know, I think we have we got compact machines. No, for some reason I thought we had biomes o'plenty now, but we do not. Can't find a swamp? That's weird. Alright, well, here we go. Okay. Not too far. Okay, we're out by the swamp now. Now, we have loaded some of this, but some of it, specifically this right over here, is new. So we're gonna go over there and see if there are any new plants. Sure enough. Got mugwort, belladonna. See if we find anything else. Definitely got more things here. Mugwort we've seen, belladonna, but there's some mandrake. more mugwort. Oh, the new music. I love the new music. But we also have, and I forgot about this. We also have willow trees, so there's my axe. Alright. And I think there might be such a thing as a willow swamp. Okay, willow vines. We're gonna want those. Those are beautiful. Do we have shears on us? Yes. We have fancy shears. Grab ourselves some of those. I hope. Did we get any of those? Ah, we got one. Okay. Now we're gonna grab some of this. Hopefully get some saplings. Saplings, yes. Well, I guess the next thing I want to see is if there's anything. If we type in, yeah, okay. Oh my. That's not good. Ah, didn't find one. But I'm glad we found what we found. Let's check the map and just see if there's any more new swamp right around here. Doesn't look that way. Our whirly sprigs have been doing a fantastic job out here. Well, that's our wither rose, that's right. And they will be plenty happy to get some new things here. Let's see, where do we have our flowers all set up? Okay, here we go. We'll give them some mandrake and just go ahead and plan all this out here. And while we were doing all that other stuff, we finally got our ultimate and our elite tier installers. Is this all stopped up? Yeah. That'll, for the raws, those will only, it's 3 raw to like 5 or something. It doesn't want to do the aluminum, huh? Doesn't like them. Oh, that's alright. Anyway. The elite will bring us up to 7. And the ultimate will bring us up to 9. So that'll process a lot more quickly. Let's feed it some raw copper here. I'm gonna throw this in here. And this should be like comically fast. Doesn't like that aluminum. Now I've taken our, oh, for crying out loud. I've taken our tank of creosote oil, I've upgraded it to the ultimate tier. And we're gonna grab ourselves some pipes. We've hooked it up to, kind of hook it up to an ender tank, I should say, that has just the first spot yellow. And we're going to come out here by our coke oven and get this thing down. I think we can dye it with the pipe. Yeah, so it'll drain all that out, put it in the large tank, and then we're going to hook it up to our refined storage system. We have fireflies at night now. What do we have in this? We got a villager. Another villager. I know we have one of these capturing tools free. Come here. Now we'll probably have to name this one. I'm not feeling particularly creative tonight. And Firefly is just gonna join our Drigny population. We'll see if we get anything from it. Let me out. And I think that's gonna about do it for this time, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.